This, the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland and its territories and possessions around the globe, is a great nation. It is the nation that more than any other can plausibly claim to be the one that built the modern world. And it is committing national suicide under a so-called conservative government that has failed to conserve anything. Our leaders are currently primping and preening themselves at the COP27 climate beano at Sharm el Shakedown, offering to pay the world climate reparations in compensation for Britain's greatest gift to the world, the Industrial Revolution. That's how nutso our governing class is. Meanwhile, while they're fretting over sea levels in the Indian Ocean in the next century, the actual territory for which these guys are responsible, this United Kingdom, is being washed away right now. The incoming migrant tide on the southern shore now surges all the way to the East Riding of Yorkshire, where 77 strapping young lads are to be housed at the Humberview Hotel. Here's Councillor Julie Abram talking to GB News reporter Anna Riley.
As a council, we got informed that it was a possibility maybe a few weeks before, but you're not allowed to say anything. And actually, we only got final confirmation 3 days before they were going to start placing asylum seekers in the hotel.
Quote from Councillor Abram, but you're not allowed to say anything. And they're apparently building a new hospital just for quote-unquote asylum seekers at the Manston facility, but you're not allowed to say anything about that either. Would you like to see a doctor? Did you sprain your wrist over-enthusiastically clapping for carers every Thursday? Toughen you. The nurses are going on strike. Councillor Abram again, just so we understand this, but you're not allowed to say anything. How much is this feckless government not telling us? Do you know where this is? Well, let's see. No women, no children, no pensioners, just thousands of young men milling about, men of apparently Middle Eastern origin, in which case it's obviously not the Middle East, because any young man with half a brain cell has skedaddled out of there and is heading for a life of free mobiles and 24-hour room service in the UK. That is, in fact, the Atrium Hotel at Heathrow Airport, as their website puts it. It's like sleeping on a cloud. I'll say, GB News telephoned the hotel to ask what's going on. Their representative stepped away from the telephone for a moment, then returned and hung up on us. A little more Googling revealed that this is a young chap from a well-to-do family in Erbil in Iraq. I was there a long, long time ago, Erbil. It's up in the Kurdish part of Iraq. And he's been recording his epic journey all the way to London via France. Did you hear all the nice Franco pop, the country-specific pop music he put on as he was passing through from Turkey to the French Republic? I must say, breakfast at the Atrium Hotel looks nice, but it's £14.99. That's not a problem for Mohammed, because you are picking up the tab for Mohammed. We checked with Google Maps, and the view from Mohammed's room is clearly from the Atrium Hotel, so that's where he is. So we called the Atrium back, and as they'd hung up on us when we introduced ourselves as media, we pretended to be like, regular folk just trying to get a room. The receptionist said, unfortunately, they were undergoing renovations at the moment. So we said, well, how about January? Any rooms in the new year? Oh, no, the renovations will still be going on in January. This building was only put up in 2019. It advertises itself as a brand new and London's latest icon. I don't think they actually need to be doing any renovations when they were put up less than 3 years ago. And yet, oddly enough, even though the hotel claims to be closed, all its facilities are still operating, not just the receptionist, but the shuttle buses and the room service. I'm not sure about the bar, but that may be closed for reasons of cultural sensitivity. Anyway, we decided to send one of our producers to go have him go down there and take a look at what's going on.
4,000 people in there.
4,000 people in there?
Yeah.
Okay, wow, that's a lot of people.
Yeah.
Are they all Kurdish?
No, Arabic, Afghani's, Irani's.
Okay.
All countries there.
How you come to England?
England. I came in the lorry.
Lorry, okay. It's very dangerous.
It's very dangerous.
Yeah.
Just to recap, they're not all Kurdish. There's also Arabs and Iranians there. They're all men. One fella says he's been living there for 2 months. Another says there are 4,000 men there. It's a big hotel, 600 rooms, but that works out at 6 or 7 to a room. This is just one hotel, but it's a snapshot of your future. 4,000 young men in one hotel is an army. It's bigger than most of the European detachments to Iraq or Afghanistan, for example. You count all the hotels, and what it adds up to is the loss of your country. There's a reason they want you worrying about sea levels in the Maldives in the 22nd century, because this stuff they don't want you worrying about. Let me know what you think. GBViews at gbnews.uk. I should say we've had a response to this situation from Councillor Shantanu Rajawat, who's the leader of Hounslow Council, in which this hotel is located. And Councillor Rajawat says, Hounslow has a proud history of supporting refugees and asylum seekers. However, the situation we are facing now is one where vulnerable people are left languishing in hotels through direct arrangements made by the Home Office. Hounslow is home to over 3,500 asylum seekers, more than double the Home Office's own threshold for a local authority. That's an interesting point there, actually. Local authorities, according to this, are not supposed to have more than whatever it is, 1,500 quote-unquote asylum seekers on their turf. This is placing an unprecedented strain on our services. This top-down approach from the Home Office needs to stop. The Home Office needs to utilise our expertise and local knowledge to help them navigate this difficult situation properly and cost-effectively.